democracy is under attack. Not just from the police, crime, sentencing and courts bill, but the recently announced ID cards for voting and a whole host of other measures which have got one goal: to suppress and destroy dissent. Because protest is the lifeblood of democracy.
The Tories are coming for our right to protest. We all know from history that protests are not just social gatherings. They are a tool to change society. Change is disruptive, but change is what is sorely needed.
This bill is trying to disempower people. It targets Extinction Rebellion. It targets the women's movement. It targets anyone protesting against anything because, as you've heard, it tries to make it illegal for you to make a noise or to be annoying. That, in general, is what we are about when we are trying to achieve change in society. This bill is one of the most destructive pieces of legislation, but don't take it on its own. There's lots coming through. As we've heard earlier, they're trying to suppress your rights to vote. And this, in the face of the corruption that we know is going on, all the dodgy deals that went on, all the money that's been siphoned away to their rich Tory mates during this pandemic. People are angry. They know people are angry. They know what's happening with climate change, for example. They know that the signs are there and we are going to act to change things. And that is what this is about. They know they have a wave of opposition coming. Tell your friends about this, tell them what it means. They've given it a big long title, PSCA, etc., etc. Basically, it's a bill to take away your rights, and the government is trying to get it through.
Now, we already know from our own experiences that the police will abuse the powers that they already have. My own arrest a few years ago was recently found to have been unlawful. We've seen cases going as far back as the Shrewsbury case, the way that the miners were treated, the Hillsborough case, but in more recent times, the police violence around the Sarah Everard vigil and the protests in Bristol, absolutely brutal. Now, we can do that with the powers that they already have. Why on earth would we want to give them more? That's utterly terrifying. We already know that all of the rights that we have come about through protest. The right to equal marriage, the right to workers' rights, weekends, decent pay, any rights that we have, any liberties that we have, and any protections that our more vulnerable members of us and our more marginalised members of our society have been won through protest. This bill would stop that protest, and then what happens to those people? We need to band together, we need to put aside whatever ideological differences that we have on the left, and we need to fight the bill. We need to kill the bill. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Rachel.